Hey guys, welcome back. This is Tarek. This is video number 3 on free traffic sources. The first two on blog commenting and forum commenting. If you haven't checked those out, please do so. Some great content there. If you have already seen those, there's going to be a little bit of overlap on this one, but there's still a lot of great content, so just bear with me. Okay, so I was saying before on the previous videos that for me, I spend a lot of my time, most of my time on paid advertising, just because if I have something going on, a squeeze page or an offer or whatever it might be, I want to get feedback straight away from the marketplace, so I can see what's working, what isn't working, tweak things. So for me, that's where I spend most of my my budget. But having said that, there are plenty of free traffic sources out there. One of them being a guest blogger. And bear in mind that the whole purpose, whether it's guest blogging or forum commenting or blog commenting, the whole purpose is to deliver fantastic value content, help people out, really make yourself visible to this audience, and over time, you're seen as an important as an expert, and people come back to your site and subscribe. So end of the day, that's what we're after. We're looking to get traffic and expand our email list, and take it from there. So let's crack on with guest blogging. So why the need for free traffic alternatives? When someone's starting out first online, it can be difficult, getting money or having money available, or just knowing what to do. And even if you do have money available, I found when I started out that I didn't know anything about Google AdWords or paid traffic sources or techniques. So I lost some money. So it's very easy to try these paid alternatives without really knowing what you're doing, and you can end up losing a lot of money quite quickly without getting any results. So there are free traffic sources out there, if that's a concern for you. Now, as I said, there are a number of traffic sources out there that you can work on. Guest blogging is one of them. It's really just a question of how much time you have to spend on these, and if you do have spare time in the evenings or weekends, then then great, go for it. And if with forum commenting, for example, or blog commenting, or guest blogging, if something works for you, then it's scalable. By that I mean, you can go from one blog to 10 blogs, and do the same thing again and again and again, and over time build a lot of traffic, which is what you want. Initially it'd be a little bit slow, clearly, but if you have a scheduled plan, plan of attack, persistent action, this will yield benefits. Also, I found, and no doubt you found as well, that if you're relying on paid traffic like Google AdWords, or even other techniques like SEO, Google has been known to change the algorithms, change the playing field, so to speak, and overnight, traffic coming from certain sources like even SEO or article marketing just dries up because Google have changed their algorithms. So the last one a couple of years ago, article marketing, the Penguin and Panda updates, suddenly overnight these articles on the likes of easyarticles.com, which were highly ranked in the engines, suddenly just dropped off. So it's a bit of a shock. So it's always good to diversify your traffic, and look at free traffic sources as well. Okay, guest blogger, how it works. Okay, so if you've got a blog, and it's popular, and it's even famous and gets a lot of traffic, it can be challenging to keep it maintained with good articles and good content, and it can be a challenge. It's a lot of time taken up. So what you'll find, and what I found, not just with blogs but even real life publications and magazines that you find in your local newsagents, a lot of content is by guest authors, So these magazines approach guest authors and they'll do a feature, for example, and they'll contribute an article. Same here, blog owners are always looking for new experts or people to come in and write some content for their blog, and in return you can be featured, for example. Can you imagine if a blog with, I don't know, 10,000 members and 10,000 hits a day features you for an article? It's going to be really high profile. You're going to get a lot of traffic. So there's always that opportunity for in terms of being a guest blogger. And this is where your opportunity comes in. So let's look at some of the benefits of being a guest blogger. Now, if you're starting out, whatever niche it might be, say your niche is, I don't know, dog training, to become an expert, an authority in that field takes a lot of time. You might see people who are the authorities in any particular niche, and they've been doing it for years and years and years, and they're established. And you look at their blogs, and you're jealous. Same with me. I see some people in certain niches in internet marketing. I'm like, wow, they get so much traffic. They're so respected. People rave about them, but it's only because they've spent years and years and years developing content and engaging with the audience and really doing their bit. So if you're starting out, it can be a challenge. It can take a lot of time to get to become an expert. Guest blogging can reduce that. Again, like I mentioned before, can you imagine if your article or articles are featured on a very high ranking, high traffic blog, and the blog owner sends an email to the subscriber list, notifying them of this special article and a feature on you and what you have to offer, that suddenly overnight, literally, you can become an expert and in a high regard. Also, when you post this article or get this article to the blog owner, you'll have the opportunity to have your signature file or your link back to your own site. So if people see your article, and they will see it, they have the chance to then check you out. They like your article, they like the content, they want to know more information, they check you out and take the link back to your site, so you can get quality targeted traffic, which at the end of the day, like I said right at the beginning, is what we're after. And again, it's a great way of getting subscribers. So someone comes back to your website, your blog, they like what you have to offer, and they opt in. Fantastic. Also, with the blog having lots and lots of members, and with social media, if these users and these readers of this blog like what you have to say, the content, people, they will bookmark it, and they will retweet the comments, and they'll forward it on to friends, and before you know it, one article on a blog can suddenly become viral. So it's a great way to get your content out there and distributed beyond the initial one article on a blog. And also, as I mentioned before, with the link that you have back to your own blog, your own site, you get backlinks from these quality high profile blogs, and you get PageRank, and Google loves this because backlinks is one of the key components of Google's algorithm to determine where a site or a blog appears in the search results. And also, this might not be one of your initial reasons for being a guest blogger, but over time, as your content gets recognized and published and republished and tweeted and so forth, you end up networking. People will see it and think, wow, this person has delivered great content, and it might lead to other business opportunities. Who knows? You might get an email out of the blue one day, someone's read your content and they want to do a JV. So fantastic. Okay, so what next? Okay, so first thing, like with forum commenting or blog commenting, you got to find some blogs. So again, if your main niche is dog training, you can do a search for dog training blog in Google. That will bring up pages and pages of blogs. Go through those and find appropriate blogs for you to approach. Or you can go to some of the blog directories like technorati.com. In there you'll find thousands upon thousands of blogs across every single niche under the sun. Go through there, find your niche, go through those blogs, and find ones that are appropriate. And by that I mean you got to see the number of posts, how recent the posts are appearing on the blog. Check for the number of users, the members. Check for the volume of comments, and that'll give you an idea just how popular or how important, quote unquote, the blog is. Okay, so what next? Okay, so you've got your blogs. The next thing you need to do is contact the blog owner. Just drop them an email and ask about guest blogging, guest authors. I would recommend attaching some content. Make sure the content is really good. It's your best work. It's engaging. It's powerful. So it can show the blog owner exactly what you can deliver. And I would hazard a guess that most blog owners will come back and say fantastic. Because like I said before, they're looking for fresh content. They're looking for people to come and be featured and engage their audience. So once you've done that, agree topics, and it could be that that the blog owner already has an idea of what topics to address. Maybe he's getting feedback from the audience. So it's always useful, and they can guide you in terms of what they're looking for. Once you have that, write your own content, write in your own voice, make it powerful, really think about it, engaging. It might be useful to go around and have a look through the blog and find out what's been discussed. What the main issues are, main topics, the things that people are concerned about or problems they might have, the users of the blog, and write accordingly. The important thing is, like I said before, we're doing all this posting or commenting, so people can see what we have to offer, and they come back to our site, click on the link, come back to our site, check out the site or the blog, and subscribe. Get onto the emailing list. That's the end game. So make sure that when you complete your author bio, your summary, that it's engaging, it's powerful, it's compelling. So when someone reads it, that they're intrigued and they want to click on it and come to your site. Yeah, there you go. Have a call to action in the bio. Okay, so this is like forum commenting and blog commenting. It takes time, it takes effort, but we are building a business here, a business for the long term, and with this technique, you're going to get greater exposure and credibility. You're going to get inbound links. You're going to get authority status. So it really is. Guest blogging is a really, really good way to get traffic very quickly, to get that expert status very, very quickly, and to get recognized in that field. So it does take a lot of dedication, especially in getting really, really good content. With great posts, it does yield benefit over time. So I would seriously say, look, have a go at it. It does yield benefits over time. So that's it. So hopefully, you found that useful. Please do check out the other two videos on blog commenting and forum commenting. If you have any questions, any issues, just let me know, and I'll do my best to help you. All right, have a good day. Cheers.